So what's up, YouTube? It's Andrew. I'm out here in the little nitro shop I got in my house. I was coming mainly because the TRL build, as I was wanting to call it, was just way too good. I didn't. Most of the time, you buy something used from eBay, you got to fix some stuff. At least the bearings or something wrong with the diffs or arms or something's usually messed up. This one was in stupid, crazy good condition. Guy said he raced it like 5 times and shelved it. Usually that's kind of like when someone says a used engine has, oh, it's only got a half a gallon. You might as well add another gallon, maybe more. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I did have one other video. Either I accidentally deleted it, or when my son had my camera, he deleted it. It was of building shocks and diffs. But, I mean, you can watch one of Ryan Lutz's videos. He can show you how to build shocks and diffs. Only thing I may do different, I run it more of a David Ronnefox style. All my shocks I run dead. I think Mark Santa Maria runs his dead also. He may have a little bit. No, I think he runs his dead also. The only thing is my Tekno, I run it with emulsion style. That's the only one I run that way. But besides that, so I mean, there wasn't really much to fix. I put everything on a chassis, did the shockles and diffles. I did 45 in the front of my shocks, 45 weight in the front shocks and 40 in the rear, 30,000 weight diff in the center, 20 in the rear and 15 in the front. I like it when I'm bashing, I like a little bit more in the back. I don't run 100,000 or 50,000. I think I have. Yeah, I mean, I've got 100,000, but it's just too damn thick. I've tried it. I'll run it in my monster trucks, stuff like that. I'll run it in, but as far as buggies and truggies, I'm not going to put that thick of a weight oil in there. But, I mean, so since that didn't work out, I figured we would try something a little bit better and something that's guaranteed to have a build series to it. And again, I apologize if anyone did want to see the 4.0 rebuild. I did in a way, but I did get a really sweet deal on this one, and it turned out to be awesome. It's a pretty nice little get up. As you saw yesterday, I threw an engine and I threw the Elite 5 in it with a 7mm carb, and I ran it a little while ago. I put a 7.5mm carb in it. I have an 8 for the Novaroses, but I'm going to keep that for something else. I need to order a few more of those. I'm running the Alpha 2090 pipe and header. I'm not sure which manifold goes with that. I need to look it up and find out to be exact. But the 2090 Alpha is badass. It really is. I'm starting to learn certain other pipes from other companies are really actually badass. I'm wanting to try a Triton, I believe is the name of it. The engine and the pipe. I've heard they're really good for like more of a drag modified engine kind of thing. A whole lot of power. But that's further on down the road. But I got on the Tekno forums last night and this morning, and I had seen a video. Let me back up a little bit. I seen a video on the Nitro shop. I believe that's Neil's channel from TNS Modifying. And he had a Tekno monster truck 410, MT 410. And as far as I know, they don't make anything Nitro besides the buggy and the truggy. So I sent him a message. He replied back. And then I also got on the forums for Tekno's forums. Anybody can do it. You just get on there, sign up for the forums or whatever, and voila, just create an account. Really cool people on there. You'll meet a lot of really good, nice guys. Just like the customer service with Tekno, everybody's amazing on there. Tekno's all around a really good company. My cats are going freaking nuts. Quit, Max. Sorry about that, guys. Professional would edit that out, but I'm not a professional. Anyways, sorry if I don't look at the camera too much. Just my thing. I'm a nervous talker, I guess. But anyways, so I got on the forum, and I like short course trucks. Y'all saw I have two Team Associated GT10s, a short course GT10, and then I have the two-wheel drive Slash all aluminum, which is basically a shelf queen. I don't ever run it. But point being, Tekno has, from what I've heard, I mean, I've seen the videos and stuff, but I talked to a few people beforehand about the short course truck they have. It's a sct410, or it may just be sc410. But either way, it's an electric one, which I don't want. But it's supposed to be a really, really nice setup, just as good as like my buggy or the Truggies and all that. It's supposed to be really, really nice quality, just like all the rest of the Tekno. But I noticed, since Neil did his, and then I got to reading some on the forums, some other guys were taking some of the other buggy platforms and turning them into Truggies and all these other different things they were converting from nitro to electric, electric to nitro, just all the different platforms of it. And so I set up a post and asked, can you take, how can I make a nitro short course truck, Tekno one? And guy replied back, why don't you just take an NB48 and take all the drivetrain, the shock towers, the shocks, your hub spindles and carriers, and throw it onto an NB48 from the short course truck that Tekno has. And I was like, well, everything lined up on the chassis, et cetera, et cetera. I said, I have an NB48.4. It would almost be worth buying another used one, so I can still keep my buggy, but I can buy another one and go ahead and build that. And he said he didn't know about the .4, but the .3 is almost a direct match. You may have to do a little bit of minor modding, nothing major, a little dremeling here and there. Excuse me, I'm gonna light a cigarette. But so that's what we're gonna do. I've already got my seekers, I guess you'd say, out on to find a used roller for a Tekno MB48.3. If any of y'all have one that's in pretty decent shape, let me know. I'll take it off of you if it's at the right price. But I'm just needing a roller. I don't need electronics, engine, pipe. I don't need any of that. I just need basically the chassis, the radio tray, and the center drive lines. I'm going to keep the center drive lines as is. I'm just going to do the front and the rear CVDs or universals, whatever I decide to go with. Probably I may try universals. But I also looked on eBay and I found everything but the shock towers in one package for the short course truck. I found all the spindles, the carriers, the hubs, all that. I don't think it had the front and rear dog bones, but it had almost everything all in one package, but it's all the way from Lithuania, so I'm not too sure about that one. I'm going to message the guy and ask about shipping, how long it'll take, et cetera, kind of get a feelers out for buying something from over there. I think the furthest I bought was UK, maybe. I think I may have bought something from Australia before, but anyways. So we're going to do a full-on, real deal, taking a MB48.3 and converting it to a nitro short course truck. The guy did also mention that the widths, Teknos are kind of skinny width-wise, and I don't know, maybe some of y'all know if you drive short courses that a 10th scale short course is basically an 8th scale. They're big as shit. Most of it's because of the body, but the chassis are big and it's basically an 8th scale. So I'm just going to get find some really good hub extenders, axle extenders, whatever you want to call it. Probably get a 30 and then something maybe around a 10 or 15 millimeter. Get one of each and then find out which one I like better stance wise. But I think that'd be a really cool project and actually be a project. Again, I apologize. I really thought this thing was going to be a freaking at least a 3 or 4 video build series of having to rebuild everything. But the Low C8 4.0 buggy was in probably an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? It was in really good shape. But besides that, shout out to all the guys that give me comments and feedback. I really appreciate it. All the guys I've been speaking with here and there. Don False, give a shout out to you, brother. Your package is on the way. I'm not going to put your address or anything like that on here on YouTube, but your tracking numbers are on this piece of paper, and so are, who else did I send a set to? JJ. Not my buddy JJ, but my new buddy JJ. I can't remember your YouTube name. Sorry, brother. But yours is the other set right here. There's one on each side. But I got both the your spindles sent out to both y'all. Again, Don, not worried about money, brother. It ain't nothing but a thing. That's what Nitro, the whole hobby's about. Just helping each other out, in my opinion. Maybe one day I might need some glow plugs on ASAP and whatever, you know what I mean. But besides that, shout out to everybody, all my new subscribers. It's freaking awesome. I get another one every day or two, and I appreciate it. I try to put out some good platforms, TKI4s, Teknos, buggy, truggy. I lean more towards buggies. Most everybody else does more bashing, I guess you'd say, instead of more of a race setup. I kind of like the race setups. It's more tuning. It's more tinkering, in my opinion. But most of the guys like truggies a little bit more. I've got 2 truggies. I'm waiting on the new Tekno, and I was naming it wrong. I kept saying it was the .5. It is not going to be a .5. It's gonna. I know the buggy's going to be the MB48 2.0, and then when the truggy comes out, it'll also be the 2.0. I'm not sure what else they can update. The Teknos are freaking amazing. But besides that, guys, just wanted to apologize basically for the low C8 4.0 buggy not being much of a build, and let you know that I'm already working on an actual really good build series. Pretty much guaranteed. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. I'm gonna try to go ahead and send an offer to the guy with the MB48.3. The roller that's for sale, and see if I can go ahead and scoop that up out from somebody's feet, hopefully. Dog eat dog world, I guess. If not, I'll find one somewhere else. It's not a big deal. But I am going to go ahead and get all the parts. The drivetrain, the shock towers, and the shocks for the short course truck part of it that I'll need. And then I'm going to talk to that guy from Lithuania to figure out about buying all the arms, the spindles, hub carriers, and all that stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope you're having a happy Sunday, and I will try to get y'all a bashing video. I ordered a B block instead of a D block for my TKI4. I was pretty pissed about that, but I got a free aluminum one out of it. Well, not free, I paid for it. But I've got an extra one, so that's good. But I already went ahead and ordered it. I think it'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to get the TKI4 back up and going. I don't know why in the hell I bought a B block. I swore I thought it was a D block. But anyway, well, I'm going to get that back going, get the Bonito tuned up. I've been running it super rich. The last couple times y'all have seen it, it still was nowhere near tuned. It's just now got maybe a gallon on it. I try not to go too lean on them until a gallon's up, you know what I mean? Just kind of helps the life out and gets the power to be able to perform right. But anyway, guys, like I said, happy Sunday. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see y'all later on.